Thank you. Okay, now it's okay. Well, keep going.
Okay. He doesn't get well with his colleague, right? Get along,
Mhm.
but they. Mm, mm. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, for my opinion, first I will give him advice to uh, to find what the problem between him and his colleague. If
Mhm.
you know the problem, the issue, maybe you can improve. Yeah,
Mhm.
some case we cannot you cannot identify
Yeah, you cannot
the
identify.
issue, so you cannot improve. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So you
it's
need
a
to, so you
big
need to leave. You need to leave your job. Okay, and
yeah.
just, you know, find, find another
No,
one.
yeah. To leave. You mean quit the job, right?
Yeah, quite, of
Leave.
course.
Well, it's difficult. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, of
yeah.
course.
How
So
you
yeah,
relationship you have to face. Maybe you have to say face the same issue,
yeah, of
even though
course.
you go to a new company.
Yeah,
So at first you
okay.
have had to find where what is the problem.
Okay, great, very good. Okay, I have another, actually question, about, getting and giving advice. So I'm
Yeah.
going to ask for advice, but I'm going to read someone's comment for you. So you give advice to this person. Okay. So this
Yes.
person says, I'm Simon. A year ago, I married Lucy. She likes cooking, and Lucy cooks very tasty but fatty food. I used to have a actually sporty figure, but I have put on weight. How can you help me? You need to divorce.
Yeah. Hmm. Uh, Difficult issue. It
Of
is.
course.
I I think he should get acquainted with her food. It's the
Get
only way.
acquainted. Justice.
Just the only way.
Yeah, of course.
No way. No way.
Of course. So, and actually, he can do more sport. Just this, and
Oh yeah,
of
that's
course,
good
justice
advice.
because actually food, I know her foods are really oily. So
Only.
actually, he has a problem have actually putting on weight. So I think, yeah,
Yeah.
just tolerate and of course try to do more sport, more
Mm,
activities in
okay.
order to burn
Yeah.
fats. So just
Yeah.
okay. Well, as you realize, the topic of the session is about giving and asking for advice. How to give and
Okay.
how to ask for advice. Okay, let me share my screen. Uh, so that
Okay.
you can see the board. Okay, now you can see the board. Well, there are some phrases that you can use to ask for advice, to actually give advice, sometimes to respond to advice. Now, what are these phrases? Of course, you don't need to know all of them, but if you know some of them, actually, they can be really helpful and fruitful if you want to give or ask for advice. Now, the first column, the first part, asking for advice. Okay, the first phrase, the first question, what do you think I should do? I have a problem. For example, I am on diet, but I really like eating fast food and I don't know what to do. So, what do you think I should do? The
Yeah.
second, what should I do? Usually this is normal and it can be really friendly. So you can say
Yeah.
informal phrase. Can I ask for your opinion? This is formal. Normally, for
Yeah.
example, you don't use this phrase to ask for advice from your friend, but you're
Yeah.
talking to your colleague. So you can say, can I ask for your opinion or advice about something? Or do you think I should? Yeah, this is a good actual question. What do you recommend or what do you suggest? You can use both of
Mm.
them. What do you recommend? What do you advise me to do? I
Yeah.
would or I'd appreciate your advice on this issue. This is really formal. It's really good when you're talking to someone that you don't know. And have you got any suggestion? It means, do you have any suggestions, something like this? And what would you do in my place? And the answer, this one is good. For example, you say, actually, you say, I'm on a diet and actually I need to eat some vegetables, healthy food, but I'm big into oily and food and fast food, so I don't know what to do. What would you do in my place or in my position? I say, if I were you, I would follow, for example, my diet. Okay, so if I were you, this is second conditional, and that is really, really useful phrase that you can use to ask for advice. Okay, now
Okay.
we can give advice using these phrases. Okay, of course, there are the other ones, but I think that's enough to learn these phrases, and of course, the other ones if you want to know.
Yeah.
I think you should. As you know, and as you can see, we normally, for giving and asking for advice, use should, because there is no obligation, there is no force. We only actually say that is better to do something or that it's better not to do. So actually, we use should. This is recommendation, this is suggestion. I think you should, or you should. If I were you, I like this one. If I were you, I would. So I should be followed by would. If I were you, I would, for example, hang out with my old friends, something like this. Would or wouldn't, of course, you can use the negative. If I were in your shoes, yeah, this is good. If I were in your shoes, it means in your position. In your position, I would, again, I would. So as you can see, would is a really, really good modal verb that you can use to actually give advice. I would recommend, I would suggest, okay?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you had better or you would better. No, you would use you had better or you would. This is you would, you'd better.
You would.
Actually, to make strong advice. When we want
Mm.
to give a
Yeah.
strong advice, actually recommended advice, we use you had better. And actually, you'd better, you had better, and you'd better should be followed by base form. You had better travel. You would
Mm.
better travel. You'd better eat healthy food. So not ing, not to, nothing, just base from a verb, infinitive without
Mm.
to. So
Okay.
you had better or you would better. And this one is good. Normally, when we want to give actually a recommendation, make a recommendation, or giving advice, we use negative question. For example, why don't you talk to your parents? It means do this.
Okay.
Why don't you? Why
Yeah.
don't you come to my house? Okay. Why don't you eat out? Okay. So we can use negative questions in order to make actually advice or sometimes recommend something. And how about, or what about, you can use both of them. How about going out? Just how about and what about should be followed by ing form or gerund. And so, how about going out and having dinner? Or what about going out and having dinner? The second one, the best thing to do is to. The best thing to do is to
It's
talk to
two.
your parents. So
Yeah.
actually is should be followed by infinitive with to go, to talk. And then maybe you should talk to your teacher. what you need is again, is to talk or is talking. Here you can use both form, gerund or infinitive. So with to or with ing, you can use both form. I think what you need is to talk to a teacher or is
Yes.
talking to your teacher. So you can use both of them. And the last one, have you thought about going out and having dinner with, for example, husband? Have you thought about going out and having dinner? So you can use these phrases, just you need to, you only need to pay attention to actually the verb after these phrases, if the verb should be gerund or infinitive. So you need to pay attention and just this. Any questions?
No, no.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Now, how to respond to advice? Okay, you can accept an advice, you can reject an
Okay.
advice, but how? Of course, in a polite way. Accepting advice, for example, thanks, I'll take your advice. It means I will use it, I'll take your advice, or I think you're right. I do that. That's a good or that's a great idea.
Right.
That
Yeah.
sounds great. That sounds like a good idea, or that seems like a good idea. So you can use those phrases. Or you can reject, say, I don't think so. Thank you. Of course, first of all, thank you, but I don't think so. I understand your point of view, but I think it's better to stay home and watch movie. So I understand your point of view, but I think now you can add your thought, okay? Something, that you want to add. Your idea, your opinion. I don't think it's a good idea. And I'm not sure about it, but let me think. Okay, so you can use these phrases to reject any advice. Okay, any questions?
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, well, I have actually a case who wants to ask you for advice. Just listen and actually give me a good advice using these phrases.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a father of a 15-year-old boy. My son wants to enter a medical university and to be a doctor. I want him to be not a doctor, but a lawyer like I am. What should I do?
Mm.
Nothing.
Mm. Uh, how mm, mm, I think you should talk with him. Yeah, because think you should talk with him to to understand more what he think, what he need, what he want to study.
Yeah, but he's really rebellious and he doesn't accept anyone's idea. So, what do you think I should do? Nothing. Just
Hmm. Uh, mm, okay. Mm, mm. If I were in your shoes, I will I would let him do what he want.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
yeah.
Let him free to do.
free to do it.
Anything, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Let him
Right.
free to do
Yeah.
anything he wants. Very
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Of course,
Mm.
I'll take your advice. Okay, very good. Well, just you can say something. For example, sometimes someone asks for advice, and you can say, of course, I'm not in your position. I'm not
Oh,
in your
yeah.
position, but
Not in your
yeah,
position,
of course.
but
But if I were
if
in
I
your
were,
position, I would. So first of all, you
yeah,
can say, of course, it's really hard to be in your position.
yeah,
I'm not in your position. So
your
you can
expression.
say all of them, of course. And then you can say, but if I were in your position, I would talk to my son, for example, something else. Get it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm get it.
Great, very good.
Get
So,
it.
do you have any questions or issues related to this part or no?
No, it's okay.
Great. Well, so
Well,
let me close this and get started on the book. Okay. Well, okay. And okay. Tell me another question. What do you do when you're in trouble?
I do when we're in trouble.
Do you
Oh,
ask for help or no? You try to solve and actually make it solely. So what do you do?
okay. See, depend on the issue. If I need some help from some from someone, I will ask for the help.
Ah,
But if I cannot show it, if I can show it by myself, I do it. I try to improve by
yeah,
myself.
of
Yeah.
course. And do you often share your problem with your family or your friends?
Um, maybe no. 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 Yeah.
Okay, no, so no one.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you often give advice to your friends and your family?
Family.
And is your advice really helpful to them?
Yes, yes, I often give advice to my family, but I think it's not helpful for them. Yeah.
Why? Why? Ah, of
Yeah,
course.
I'll say for my daughter, I
Mhm.
I'll say a kind of strictly, and a bit strictly. So
Yeah. So,
maybe
okay, so are
he,
you
he
strict, Dad?
she doesn't want to hear my advice.
Okay. Yeah,
So it's
she'd
not
rather
helpful at
talk to
all.
her mom. Of course.
Yeah.
So you are a strict dad. Yeah. Okay.
Just a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so the first word that actually we'll learn is advice. Of course, we get familiar with this word and you notice you can use it. Of course, we have advice as we can use it as a verb or as a noun. Okay, and accept. Of course, you can accept or you can reject an
Okay.
advice. Of course. And complain. Oh, tell me, have
Complain.
you ever complained about something?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Sometimes.
so what
Yeah.
was that? Give me details.
Okay. I stay at the hotel, and
Hmm.
when I check in, they didn't ask me if I want or no. Mm,
Eh,
they didn't ask me for the smoking room or not.
Yeah.
Yes,
So they didn't inform you about,
yeah, yes.
about, yeah, of course,
They didn't
inform, of course.
inform me.
Yeah.
Then they guide me to the smoking room. So
Yeah.
it was smell. It's, so I complained to the front, and I
Yeah.
asked them to change my room for me. Yeah.
Hmm. And what did they do?
Uh, they asked me why I was not confirmed with
Hmm.
the with the front,
Hmm. Okay. So they asked
but
you about the reason, and then okay, did they
reason.
change your room?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have they cannot arrange room the same day, so they
Hmm.
changed for me someday later.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. Okay, very good. And now, worry. Okay. Have you ever worried about something a lot?
Yes, yes. I'm worried about my children. Yes.
Yeah, of course, of
You
course.
know,
As
you
a
know.
father, you should be. Of course.
She,
As a father, you
she's
should be. Mhm.
yeah. She's going to high school
Oh.
next year. No, no, 2 years later. But in Japan,
Oh.
two
Yeah,
years
of
later.
course.
But in Japan, you have to
Hmm.
study now. If not, you
Yeah.
cannot go. You cannot enter a good high school. But
Yeah.
it, she doesn't like studying.
Oh, of course. Why? Nowadays, well, yeah, most of children don't like studying. Well, I don't know
Yes.
what. I think because of, I don't know, this duration that they haven't gone to school, because of
Yes.
this, coronavirus, of course, actually it was a long and period of gap, and break, and they didn't go to school. So I don't know, but most of children nowadays don't like studying. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yes, I think so. I think so. I hate studying when I
Yeah,
was
you,
young.
you
Yes,
hate.
right. Yes. I just started studying from high school. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah. So
Mm,
you understand how
yeah.
she feels. Of course, interesting. Okay, tell me, how you explain yourself, your character?
Explain my character.
Describe or explain yourself.
Describe
Of course.
myself. Uh, how to describe? Um, mm, say, I'm easy.
You are easygoing. You want to say
Yes,
easygoing?
easygoing.
Easygoing.
Basically,
Yeah.
I'm easygoing, but in work is a bit strictly. Yeah,
Yeah, you're a little
yeah.
bit strict, of course. But at work, we don't say in
But
work.
at work,
At work,
yeah.
of
But
course.
at work,
Yeah,
yeah. Mm.
very good. So, are you serious or funny?
Mm, maybe a bit serious. Good.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Okay, and
Yeah.
are you extrovert or introvert?
I prefer uh, no indoor or outdoor, right?
Introvert. Okay, let me say
In uh,
introverted or
introvert. Uh,
extroverted. So, do you know
extrovert.
the meaning of these two adjectives?
No,
Okay, let me explain.
extroverted. Extroverted. Yeah.
Okay, introverted can be the synonym of shy. You know, some people actually who actually don't like to make new connections, make real and actually communicate with people. They prefer to stay at home, their rooms, actually have their coffee and don't talk aloud with other people, a little shy. They're
Uh,
introverted. Okay. And extroverted is the opposite of introverted. Okay. That means something like
okay.
outgoing, you know, a person
Yeah.
who actually likes to make new connections, talk to people. Okay. This means extrovert. So which one are you?
Okay.
Extroverted or
I'm an introvert. Yes,
okay.
introverted. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, mistake. Okay. Have
Mistake.
you, yeah, have you ever made mistake that you regretted because of that? Have you ever made a
Yeah.
mistake?
Yes, many, many, many times.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
And just you know, we use the word make for mistake. You know, we make mistake.
Mac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, we make mistake.
Mistake.
And patient. Are you patient?
Patient. Um, maybe no. No.
No.
I'm
So
yeah.
you're hasty.
Uh, hasty. Yes,
Yeah,
right.
of
Yeah,
course. You're
hasty.
not patient.
Yeah,
You're hasty.
not patient. Yeah.
Okay, you're not patient. Okay, we have some words and they're ready to be part of sentences. Okay, so let's make some sentences using the words. Advice.
Okay. Advice. I always ask my boss for the advice when I can't solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Great. Accept.
yeah, accept. Accept, accept, accept. Mm, okay, I accept. Uh, mm, uh, I accept her.
I accept any good and fruitful suggestion. So why not?
Yeah, thank
Of
you.
course, of
So
course.
nice.
Complain.
Complaint, complaint. Uh, complaint. Okay. we had inspection of a customer, and we got a lot of complaint from them.
Of course, just if you want to use complaint as a noun, you should say complaint.
Complaint.
Complaint is noun. Yeah, of
Okay.
course. This is noun. Complaint
It's
is
not verb.
verb.
Okay.
Of
Verb.
course.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
noun and that one is verb.
Verb.
Okay. And well, make a sentence. Include worry and mistake. 2 words together.
Together.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Don't worry, because anyone make mistake.
Very good. So don't worry because everyone can make mistakes. Of course, of course. Very good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's keep going. Well, actually, we have a short grammar, and that is really easy. Actually, ask how to ask for advice. As I told you, we use should. So modal should, that is really what should I do? Of course, we use all the phrases. And of course, you can say, do you have any advice for me? So you want to ask for advice. But there are some common actually phrases, questions that you can use. But of course, you can use all the phrases that we'll learn together as well. And to give advice, I think you should or shouldn't. So both.
Yeah.
And you would better, yeah, as I told you, you'd better plus verb. You'd better stay home and rest. You'd better stay. To stay, no. Staying, no. Just stay. And what about if you use how about? And what
Yeah.
about? They should be followed by noun or gerund, ing. So how about water? What about water? I don't like to drink coffee. What about water?
Yeah.
And or
Yeah.
what about drinking water? So if you want to use the verb, you need to use gerund or ing form of the verb. Okay. Well, rejecting or actually declining to give advice. I want you to give me an advice, but you decline, you reject. Okay, you can't.
Yeah.
You can say, I'm afraid I can't help you.
Can't help
So
you.
it's better not to give an advice. Or I wish I could help you. I wish I could help you, but
Could help you.
of course,
Yeah.
I wish I could help you, but of course I can't. So
Yeah.
you can decline to give an advice using these phrases. Of course,
Yes.
we're going to talk about wish because that is really important. It's not bad to learn about wish. Okay, let's check these pictures and what is happening in each picture. So the first one, some people waiting in line to use ATM. Okay, so if you're in the situation, what will you do? And for example, what advice you give to someone who is waiting in line for using ATM, but they actually are not really patient? What advice can you give?
Like, uh, uh,
Okay, of course, you can use these phrases.
be, be patient. You go to another place to
Of course.
where yeah
Of course. You can go or you need to be
and
patient.
go
Of
yeah
course. And okay, the second one, someone actually who is missing the bus. And
yeah
so,
okay you should take a grab or
mhm,
you should take a taxi
yeah, of
you,
course.
you yeah
Yeah, you should take a taxi. Okay. And forget about it for now. Forget about the bus for
for now
now, of
yeah about it for
course.
now
Don't
yeah
think of it. Okay. And this one.